I believe we are live again. I believe we are live. Yes, we are. We're live again. I'm very sorry about my technical problems I'm having, but we are live again. Very sorry that we had a crash in the stream. My internet's playing up a little bit today, so I will try and fix everything. But we should be back and all ready to go. Very sorry to that. But yeah, here is now the change in the order. A couple of drivers have pitted. Once again, my massive apologies for my complete and utter issues today with my internet. But currently, it is Sven Schumacher who leads from Rosenberg, then Thomas Lamminen, Justin Ertz, Fionn McKee, Jan. We're going to have a look at actually who has pitted so fast, because then we can hit it. Everybody has now stopped. Everybody has stopped. Tycho Hardy's lost out. I'm not sure why, because my game crashed. But, yeah. I'm very sorry about the game crashing. I'm very sorry about the issues I've had today, especially in the last 10 minutes. But everything is back. Everything is good. Everything should be working. And we are here on lap 19 out of 29. Going into the last 10 laps of today's race, Sven Schumacher leads for TF10. Going on to around the last corner to start to get to the 2-0, 20 laps in. Here we go, up to the line, and it is lap 20 out of 29. Couple of laps remaining. Leo Lund loses out his position to Dallin van Schaar. He loses out his position to Dallin van Schaar. Looking further ahead, actually, I mean, Rosenberg's still in this chance to win the race, even though his teammate has had his struggle. Not sure where, when, but he has had a small struggle. Currently, he's 8/10 off. He needs to find something. He struggled this lap on the mediums. He needs to speed up a bit because he's falling further and further behind the TF10 driver. And he's also about to get eaten up by Thomas Lamminen, the other TF10 driver in the Ferrari, who's just behind him. He's in a TF10 and a Ferrari sandwich, and he needs to figure a way out of it because it's not going well. It just seems like on the straights, at the moment on the straights, Rosenberg has the strength on the straights, while Sven Schumacher has that better speed on the brakes and through the corners. But it's all very close. We're going to ride on board with Rosenberg just to show you how close he will get on this pit straight. Will he try and make a move? You can see already on the straight he's pulling him back in by about half a tenth already on that small straight. Schumacher is much, but remember, it's still everything to play for. Still got quite a few laps remaining, and here comes PGS Christmas gets a 3-second time penalty. Coming down on the straight, you can see Tobias also gets a 3-second time penalty. He doesn't make the move, but we can see a move going on. Tycho Hardy makes a move on Fionn McKee for 6th place. He's making his way back through the grid and up into 6th for the Williams driver. He's still got a couple of cars to get by, but to him, he doesn't want to overcook his tyres at the moment because he will lose tyre wear, and it will be a real issue for him. He'll have high amounts of tyre wear towards the end of this race. So far, very strong from everybody. But yeah, only one retirement today, and that one retirement was Noel Coleman for ET8. Still, ET8 Leo Lund is down in 19th. He's still last place in today's race. We're currently watching Sven Schumacher for TF10 leading this race. He's led most of this race. He's been very dominant today. He also got pole position on top of it, so he is having a brilliant day in the eyes of Sven. He's absolutely having one of the best days, and also in the eyes of TF10. But what can this guy do? Can he make it? Can he have a good performance? Can he get away with getting a win, especially pole and a win? Will he get away with it? He has got Rosenberg, who has caught up and is absolutely pushing now. Absolutely got some speed there. We're going to look towards the straight. Can we see Rosenberg go for a move? He's closing in. Rosenberg's going for it. Is he going to go for it? No, he just holds off at the last moment. Thought he was going to go for something, but he didn't. He just held off. Now looking to... Well, now let's have a look. Everybody has stopped except for Kilian Racek and Dallin Van Shire and Mathieu Ria, who have all stopped twice in today's race. And there's an incident. There is an incident for an AlphaTauri. It is Dallin Van Shire who's had an incident. He's down there. And there's some fighting. Fionn McKee. Oh, contact between Tycho Hardy and Fionn McKee. Over 6th place. They're still battling. He's still there. He's still got his front wing. But there was some contact there. That was some heavy contact between the Haas and the Williams. They might have some damage. They might not. We'll have to see whether they pit or not. But a very close incident between those two there. They don't want to get that close. I think, again, especially with the risk of it. Looking to Rosenberg, though, he's got some great pace. He's really showing Sven Schumacher that he is going to be sticking there this entire race, and he cannot get rid of him. Because this track, we all know, it's quite heavy, sort of straight line speed orientated, and Rosenberg showing it. He's absolutely showing it. He's showing that he's got the straight line speed to keep up, that Sven Schumacher just can't stay in front. Goji gets a 3-second time penalty. And that is another driver. That's now went out to 5 drivers with time penalties in today's race. Coming down on the straight. Let's have a look to the time penalties. As Tycho Hardy actually makes the move on Fionn McKee once again for 6th place. Let's see if the Williams driver can hold on to this today. The penalties, 6 seconds of penalties for PGS Christmas and 5 seconds of penalties for Tyler Freeman. 3 seconds of time penalties for Topius. Goji and Dallin Van Shire. So only 3 drivers, 5 drivers with penalties, but 2 with one having a 6-second penalty and the other having a 5-second penalty, if I can finally get my words out. But it looks like that move is secure for Tycho Hardy up into 6th. What a race it's been so far. They're absolutely pushing everything they've got right now to... They really are pushing everything they've got to win. And we could see the driver in front. I believe that was Jean. Using track limits a little bit too much, in my opinion. But if he hasn't gotten a warning, it's fine. But as we see, FRT, Dallin Van Shire retires. Another driver, our second driver. Oh, a big mistake from Jean. There goes Tycho Hardy. Through into 5th place. What a massive mistake from the Haas. Looks like he lost the rear slightly, and this has allowed the Williams back through to get past the TES drivers. And now PSR, Tycho Hardy can hunt after WR Justin Ertz for 4th place, and then hunt down the podium where Thomas Lammen is sitting at the moment. And here comes Rosenberg. Is he going to go for it? No, he isn't. Not just yet. Will he go for it here? Will he go for it on this straight? There's a yellow flag currently there. He will be able to go for it going into the corner. Is he going to go for it? He's pushing hard. He's closing. He's not going to go for it just yet, but there will be a move further back. Tycho Hardy goes for the move on Justin Ertz. It's an absolute easy move. No fighting from WR Justin for 4th place. And there goes the PSR driver in that Williams into 4th, now hunting down the podium. And there, also some contact between Jean and WR Justin. But there goes Jean, TS Jean, goes through into 5th place. What an overtake from him. Really needed for the TES duo, because they've struggled a bit to keep up with the top 5. But they're now back into a chance for the podium if anything happens in front. But looking back, Tycho Hardy absolutely pushing out there. He's really closing up to these other drivers around the track. And he's really made his way through. Remember, we were saying he was 8th. At one point, or he's 7th at one point, I believe. He was 8th. No, he was 7th at one point. So he was 7th. He's now 4th within the space of just 2 laps. He's gotten himself up into 4th. He's absolutely having a brilliant day. He's pushing his way all the way back into this top 3. He wants the position. We're going to ride on board with him down on the straight. He's closing. He is closing, but his teammate is also closing on another rival. It is ultimately Sven Schumacher and Rosenberg fighting over the victory here today for the race win in the ERS PGS Event 1. It is round 1 at Bahrain. We're on lap 25 out of 29. 5 laps remain. 5 remaining full laps remain of today's race. What a crazy one it has been. And Goji goes down to 14th. He is fighting with a jumping tadpole. with the jumping tadpole driver, called Tadpole by the way, in the AlphaTauri, who jumps over the curb but still can't make the move as Goji holds on to 14th in today's race for WOR. The closest battle on track at the moment is between Tycho Hardy and Tuomas Lamminen. Look at how close this man is to the TF10 driver. PSR really want to secure a second and third because that should actually secure them. Well, this should get them equal with TF10, but it's going to be some competition to get past them. But you see Tuomas Lamminen making a small mistake. It's not what they want to see. It's not what Tuomas Lamminen needs at the moment, having a small lockup. It's going to hurt him quite a bit. This lap now coming round, down through the right-hander, into the last corner, coming down to the last couple of laps remaining. It's everything to play for now. Last couple of laps, they've got to try their hardest here. And here comes Tycho Hardy. Is he going to go for it into the braking zone on the brakes? Absolutely brilliant. Oh, contact between Tuomas Lamminen and Rosenberg. I don't know what to even say about that. Just braking too late from Tuomas Lamminen. He hit into Tycho Hardy's teammate, and now Jan is making the move back on the Williams driver, the PSR driver, of Tycho Hardy. But now Tycho Hardy's now lost out 4th place to Jan Haledej. That's got to be looked at. Surely that's got to be looked at for a move. And almost again, contact between Tycho Hardy and Jan over 4th place. That move has got to be looked at between Tuomas Lamminen and Rosenberg. That incident, that's got to be looked at by the stewards. That will most likely pop up in the stewards report. Most likely be reported to the stewards. But yeah, this is disappointing for Tycho Hardy because he's just lost out the chance on 2 places. So he's ultimately lost out 1 place, but he's down 2. Leo Lund has stopped out on track at the moment. He's completely stopped. No, he's had a bit of a spin. He's reversing himself backwards on track. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure what he's doing. What is he doing? I'm actually not sure what he is doing. He is spinning himself back around, but he's been lapped by most of the grid now. He has actually got a puncture. Leo Lund has a puncture, showing how long the mediums can actually go for. But we look back out in front to Rosenberg. What can Rosenberg do here? He needs to make a big run. Further back, looking further back, Tyler Freeman has made the move on Topius, but he's having to defend on some worn hard tyres. He is defending. He's in 10th. This is for 1 point, remember. This is for 1 point, and now coming down. Here comes Topius. He makes the move. Topius into 10th place, and now Tyler Freeman is outside the top 10 here today. We can see Leo Lund in the pits. They're having to try and get off that worn tyre. He's gone to the softs. 3 laps remaining of this race, by the way. Just 3 laps remain. Can there be a change for the lead? Can Rosenberg make a move? Can he still win this race? Or will Sven Schumacher almost perfect his entire weekend with a pole position and then a win? Can TF10 lead the constructors? Can they lead the team's championship? All of the team standings, whichever you want to call it. Can they lead from here? Or will they ultimately lose out to PSR? PSR has been fast today with both Rosenberg and Tycho Hardy. But Tycho Hardy is 5th. He's got to make a move soon. Let's see. We're just about to come on to the penultimate lap here at Bahrain. This is the ERS PGS not championship, but competition. Let's see what they can do. This is team championship going on. You can see Rosenberg's there, but Tuomas Lamminen's looking for it. He's looking spicy for a move, but he doesn't make the move just yet. Here comes Rosenberg on the back straight. Can he make the move? Is he going to make the move? No, he isn't. He's waiting. Leo Lunders gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Now, still holding on to this lead. Can Sven Schumacher do enough to hold on for the last 2 laps of this race? It is very close. Any of, I would say, the top 5 can still win this race. I mean, that's something you've got to look at. Any of the top 5 can still win. We're looking from the back of Sven Schumacher on board at the moment. Can he hold on? You're just going to see how much Rosenberg closes up with DRS, how quickly you can already see. He's closing up quite a lot. There's already a gap back to Tuomas Lamminen. Sven Schumacher will try, I suspect he will try to slow down Rosenberg slightly so Thomas Laminen can make a move. But Tycho Hardy, also Rosenberg's teammate, needs to make a move on the Haas of T.S. Jan at the moment if he wants a chance to at least fight slightly for this team championship off at the start for the team standings. He needs to make 2 moves to get that, to equal or take the lead. And on to the last lap. Here we go. The last lap starts here. Here comes Rosenberg. Rosenberg goes for the move. He's gotten it. He's leading by quite a bit. He's got a couple of tenths. All contact behind from Sven Schumacher. Absolutely crazy racing, and this is a mistake from Tycho Hardy. We're going to look from the back of Rosenberg. Here he comes down on the straight. Sven Schumacher still coming back at him with some speed. He's got DRS, remember, coming around the outside. Is he going to make the move? No, he isn't. It is Rosenberg. He's still trying to hold on. Will the switchback work for Sven Schumacher? No, it doesn't. Tycho Hardy makes his way back past, but there's 3 wide for the back, and there goes Tycho Hardy holding on to 5th place after he made the mistake. Oh, and there's a driver round. WR Justin is round. WR Justin has spun round. He's been spun round by, I believe, that was Fionn McKee coming round. Still, Rosenberg still leads coming into the hairpin. He's got to get a good exit here. Will he get a good exit? Yes, he does. He focuses everything on the exit. Can he do it? It's quite a bit of a straight here. About half the straight of the usual straight, but he's going to hold on. Can he make it, though, through the last couple of corners on this track? We're going to be following him all the way around. So will Sven Schumacher very close to you because he wants to make a move at any corner, really. He's just trying to make a move anywhere. He really wants to make this move. Now coming down. Look at that run. Sven Schumacher's gotten the run on Rosenberg. Rosenberg took the corner tight. Is he going to make the lunge? Is he going to make it? No, he isn't. Is he? I don't know. And there goes Rosenberg. Rosenberg holds on. He's using all of his EOS up to the line. Here comes Rosenberg. Rosenberg wins in Bahrain. What a win. He beats Sven Schumacher by just 1.5 tenths. Followed by Thomas Laminen, Jan, Tycho Hardy, Fionn McKee, WR Justin, Luke Mills, Tony Richer, PGS Christmas, Topias, Tyler Freeman, Linus Donovan still to cross the line. So is Goji. But Linus Donovan will be the next. The winner is Rosenberg. Depending on penalties, what will happen with a couple of drivers. And there goes Linus Donovan. He crosses the line in 13th. Goji comes up to the line. He's 14th. And that actually goes down to 15th there as Tadpole goes 14th. Mattia Rea goes 16th. And it's actually 16th for Kilian Rasek and 17th for Mattia Rea. Not a good day for NLR there. Looking to the last driver on the grid, he's persisted all race. Was spun round on lap 1. He went down to last. He's 18th. He comes round onto the straights. He will finish 18th today. What an end to this race. Absolutely mental. I have no words. What a race win from Rosenberg. Absolutely crazy. I mean, I have absolutely no words at the moment for Rosenberg. That man had some pace. He really did. He had some absolutely amazing pace today. So we're going to see the rundown of the grid order in a second. And then we will be getting to interviews. In a minute. Rosenberg is ultimately in first place. He wins. Dutch driver wins, and it will be one of either. And it was ultimately Rosenberg for PSR. Sven Schumacher and Thomas Laminen come in second and third for TF10. Then TES gets the Czech Republic driver of Jan up into fourth. It's Tycho Hardy in fifth. Fionn McKee sixth. WR Justin seventh. Luke Mills is eighth. Tony Richer is ninth. PGS Christmas is 10th. Claiming the last points position. Topias is 11th. Tyler Freeman is 12th. Linus Donovan is 13th. Tadpole is 14th. Goji is 15th. Kilian Rasek 16th. Mattia Rea 17th. Leo Lund is 18th. The 2 retirements from this race, Dallin Van Schaar and Noel Carlman in 20th. Those are our 2 retirements. If you wouldn't mind giving me a slight minute to sort everything. We are currently just trying to get up one bit of thing I need right now is this. In a slight minute, if I can get anything working on here, that would be nice if I could get what I need to work. So please just give me a slight minute for this to work. Just trying to sort this bit of technology out. Just getting the audio up. We need to get to that one, and I believe that's all good. I believe it's all in. I think so. So, the first driver we have in is Rosenberg. Hello, my good friend.
Hello.
Well done on the race win, man. Last lap, absolute crazy. Never expected that to happen so late on in the race. What was it like waiting behind and then finally making the move?
Yeah, was a long time behind, but I knew when you have the DRS and enough of ERS in the last lap, you get the done you get the move done anyway. So that's what I did and just waited.
How was the pressure going into those last couple of laps? Because of course it's difficult because we saw your teammate, he was fighting for the race lead for a lot of the race, and then a mistake seemed to have come for Tycho there. But how did it feel being in that position while also being pressured by not only trying to get the win over Sven, but also trying to just stay in front of Tuomas Lamminen as well, because that's quite a difficult duo to beat.
Yeah, I knew as long as I keep my car between one of them, it would have been okay, you know. On Bahrain, it's better to be P2 than P1 because then you can save your ERS. And as long as the car behind me didn't overtake me, it was fine. Obviously, I was thinking about it that he cannot get past me, but eventually, just did my laps and completed the race like I did.
Yeah, mate, well done on that race win. Thank you for also doing this interview. It's absolutely brilliant. Well done on our race winner today. And, I mean, great job. You did a great job for PSR as well. Great start to your campaign. Hopefully we'll see more of that from you.
Thank you.
So next up we have Sven Schumacher in here, the man who finished second. Bit disappointing at the end to lose out, wasn't it a bit?
To be honest, yeah, it was. Yeah, but I already knew it since lap 20 that's gonna be this way. Nothing I could do more about it.
So what would you say caused you to lose out your win? Because of course you were on pole and you seemed pretty dominant throughout most of the race. You led most laps actually. You led about 24 out of the 29 laps. But what sort of went wrong?
Well, nothing went wrong to be really honest. It's more or less like Legend said, P2 is better than P1 at this track. So if you're able to be in that DRS at P2, I can drive my balls out and he will still be in my DRS. Or I can like cruise it to the line and he will still win the race. So it really didn't matter what I would have done better. I would still be P2.
So, of course, it was brilliant for you getting pole position. Do you feel like there was a point where something could have happened? Because there looked like at a point early on in the race that you almost lost the car. I believe that was the first time that you lost the lead, and I believe that was to Tycho Hardy. But at times you seemed like the car was a little bit on edge and you were struggling a bit. But ultimately, you still did absolutely brilliant today. And I mean, do you have any words to how you feel about how you did?
Sorry, you just fell a bit away there, the connection at the end.
Have you got any words for how you sort of feel that you've performed today?
To be really honest, the car was, it felt amazing. It was more or less like, yeah, I drove like flawless today for my experience. And it's just unfortunate that I lost out on that last lap. But like I already said, nothing I could do more about it. So I don't feel that got it. Of course, I really wanted to win, and I still had the hope till the last lap and also last corner. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, thank you very much for doing this interview, and well done for P2, and well done to also your teammate too, Miss Laminin, who hopefully should be joining us in a moment. Well done on that, P2. Good performance.
Thank you very much. Thomas is not joining.
Is he not joining? I'm not. Ultimately, what a race it was. Honestly, very good. I have to say, enjoyed it quite a bit. Sadly, I don't believe Tumas will be joining us in the comms box. He is. No, he is joining us. He is joining us. It took you a minute or two to get here, but well done on that P3. At one point it looked almost impossible for you because you fell down to last on that one. What happened off of that start?
Yeah, my game basically it's just like I don't know, closed or something. And then when I came back, I had like 10 FPS and I was just chopping down the field. So yeah, it was not ideal.
Yeah, very strong performance from you, but you know, of course you're going to be happy that you're on the podium, but did you feel like you could have gotten possibly Rosenberg a little bit earlier, or do you feel like you could have gotten P2 in general?
Maybe if I overtook him like just after the pit stop, maybe. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely brilliant driving. We saw some of the tyre saving you did early on. You pushed quite a bit later than a few other drivers. You got lucky with for instance, Tycho making a mistake and dropping down the order, and with a couple of drivers making mistakes. Today, from you seemed almost like you were invincible for making any sort of mistakes on track, because any mistakes within your control, because you just made your way through the field. You kept your head down and you kept on going, and in the end that's gotten you and TF10 a podium. And I mean, how do you feel about how the race went?
Yeah, the race was it was pretty good. I didn't do any mistakes or anything, and yeah, I'm just happy to bring the team the result.
Of course, thank you very much for joining us here for the interviews. Same for you, Sven, and Rosenberg sadly just left, but thank you to Rosenberg as well. And thank you to everybody who has been watching today's stream. We've had a couple of technical problems, and I'm very sorry for that. But thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed. Please think about subscribing to ERS today. Please, European Racing Series. Please go and follow us here on Twitch. We also have a YouTube channel, which we might be streaming from next time. Also, leave a like on this stream. I'm not 100% sure what you do on Twitch, but yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please follow us. Come and join our Discord as well. I believe it's somewhere on our Twitch channel that you should be able to join our Discord to come and drive like these guys, or even just to come and join and have a talk with some of the drivers. And thank you very much to everybody once again. It's been an absolute... I've enjoyed it very much, and I hope everybody has a good week. We, I believe, are back next Tuesday, and so I will see you 7 p.m. UK time next Tuesday. That's going to be like that every week. Thank you very much. It's been an absolute honour to commentate today, and I'll see you next week.